we're shooting an instrument approach into Dubuque, Iowa. We're on the RNAV 3-1 approach into Dubuque. We just switched over to the approach mode, and we'll see if we can fly this down a little bit through the clouds. You can, in fact, dial whatever weather minimums you're comfortable with or that are legal. You can put those parameters in this. It's a wonderful, wonderful training device. It will reveal your flaws. All right, so if we're gonna get to RIPOC, we wanna be at 2,700 feet. Okay, so we would do a flight level change, and we would go nose down, a couple of clicks. And that should put us going down here just a little bit.
Class Delta in 5.1 miles.
There we go. We should level off about 2,700 feet here at the RIPOC intersection. And RIPOC is about 5 miles from the Dubuque Airport. Shows our altitude we pre-selected coming into play. It's doing a wonderful job tracking, and at RIPOC we should be configured for landing. So we'll slow it down just a little bit so we can put some flaps in. And in the Archer, we're about there, right there. Drop in a notch of flaps. Should take us down about 10 knots or so. Looks like the glide path should be coming alive here shortly as we cross RIPOC. We're just letting the autopilot do its thing. Shows we're about a half a mile from RIPOC right here. Now our glide path should become alive, and the autopilot will fly the glide path right down to the ground. So now you become a power manager. Coming down about 450 feet a minute. And I like to be somewhere near the 85 range on speed, somewhere give or take a couple of knots. Very nice picture of that, right over the sectional. Great way to develop your scan without necessarily worrying about the airplane too much. It's all about flow and buttonology for me, learning how to just do procedures and following procedures. And as we've said before, if all of a sudden you're disconfigured, you the slewing factor, the Alt T, is all about the speed of getting from one destination to the other. But you can see we're right on path, and the minimums for this particular approach are about 1,500
1 mile
feet.
final runway 31.
This is a 1 mile final. So when this gets to about 1480, that is your landing minimums for this approach. Speed looks good. I have the airport in sight, so we can add some flaps now. And to disconnect the autopilot, you simply touch the trim. Our disconnect button here doesn't seem to be functioning well, so just hit the trim. It will disconnect the autopilot, and you can just fly it the rest of the way. Nice ground reference there. Looks like a Velo might be in the gate over there at the terminal, huh? Rolls out pretty nice. Should come to a stop. It's the RNAV 31 approach into Dubuque.